guys, this is Belle from 캠블리에. 안녕하세요 여러분, 캠블리의 이승입니다. And we have a very special gift for you guys today. Look who we brought here.
It's me, Aran. Very nice to meet you guys. Thanks for having me.
We're very excited to have her in San Francisco. She flew in 2 a.m. on Monday, and we've been hanging out, checking out different offices in the city.
Very cool. We went to Pixar, we went to Uber, and we're going to go to Google and Lyft tomorrow. So thank you for all that opportunity.
So since we have her here, thought why not take the opportunity to, film a video together.
Why not?
So here we are, and the topic of the day is how to make friends. We're not from your country. As you all can see, she is very beautiful and she's very charming,
I
but
don't know about that, but
I am sure she has some tips and tricks to share with you guys.
So we have 10 tips today, but before we share the 10 tips, I would like to share 2 principles that are really, really important for you to remember. So the first is that actually how to make friends is really, I think, universal, and it should be the same as the way you make friends in your own country. They're still humans and they're people, so that means you become who you want to be friends with. That means be a nice person, be a kind person, be interested and be genuine and be humble. So I think I just wanted to put that out there first before we begin with the tips.
So one, having an attitude that we're all the same. They're not special. They're foreigners, but you want to treat them as if they're from your own country. And 2, just be a good friend yourself. So why don't we begin?
Yes, let's start.
All right. Tip number 1.
So that is be genuinely interested in the person you want to be friends with. For me, I'm very interested in whoever I talk to. I'm always fascinated by the new people that I meet.
She was asking tons and tons of questions when she met new people.
And I think that's the key. Ask right questions. Even if they just introduce themselves, you really fully give them attention and make an eye contact. Just be present. I think that is the number 1 tip. Be
Very
interested.
important.
Yeah.
Tip number 2.
That is to give compliments, and it's so easy. It's free, and who doesn't like getting compliments, honestly?
So true.
Yeah, so try to notice what you can, compliment on. So you can say, "Oh, I like your outfit today," or "Hey, your hair looks nice today," or something like that can just make the friendship a little closer, I think. What really helped me give compliments to other people was by remembering that it is a gift that you actually have for the person. And if you don't give them a compliment, I consider it as having a gift but not being able to give it to them.
So I noticed that Aran, when she met new people, she will always ask about something and then follow up with compliments like, "Oh wow, that's amazing that you have done something."
Yeah.
So it is definitely a tip and a trick.
Yeah.
Tip number 3.
That is to have the ability to carry conversations. And that means to be able to ask right questions. So if I met you for the first time, I would ask, "Hey, so how did you get to work with Camblliye? Like, where did your interest in English education start?" Or, "Hey, what's your background? Where did you grow up?" Just to ask the right questions. Sometimes people ask questions and they don't really pay attention.
They're thinking about what to ask next.
Or like what to say to make themselves look better. But just be present and just fully fully be present and pay attention.
And one of the things that I noticed Aran doing was she has a great reaction to anything that people say. So if you say like, "Oh, I've been working at so-and-so company for 10 years," and she would go, "Oh wow,
so you're an expert."
Yeah.
Wow, tell me what you learned from that experience. Or, "Hey, what's your favorite thing about, working there?" I think I get pretty easily impressed. What people are doing is really interesting. I'm curious about people.
And that's a gift.
Thank you. Yeah.
Being able to spot what's amazing about a person and actually noting it.
And actually, that isn't something that you are born with. I think that's something that you can cultivate. I wasn't like that from the beginning or anything. I decided that that was something that I wanted to build as a skill. If you want to find good in people, practice it.
Tip number 4.
Follow up. If you meet someone, you would like to stay in touch with that person, right? If you think you are close enough to the person, you can ask for their number. If you don't think that's the case, really casually ask if they would like to add you on Facebook.
Yeah, just ask, can I add you on Facebook?
Yeah, so that's a good phrase. Can I add you on Facebook? So remember that and ask for friend requests, and I think that's a really easy way because everyone has Facebook. So you can do that, or you can exchange business cards, or you can just give them your information, like your email address or your contact number. Ask for a follow-up.
Since if you're talking to Asian audience,
Yeah.
I would actually suggest be aggressive. I would usually send them a message saying, hey, it was very nice meeting you.
Yeah.
Do you want to grab like a dinner or drinks or something?
Yeah.
When are you free? So actually fixing that date is very important. 'Cause
Yeah.
when you say,
let's hang out, like who knows when you're gonna hang out with that person. So hey, does Monday work? Just be specific and try to make another date or hang out with the person.
and if they hit number 5.
Giving gifts. Who doesn't like getting gifts?
I know.
So I don't think they have to be very expensive or super special. I think it's just a way to express your affection again. So what I did was I brought a bunch of things to give as gifts to my future friends. I had no idea who I'd be friends with. I just brought little things like earrings and postcards, pencil cases. I was a student, so like I brought like random things. I started to make friends, and then I would give them something that I brought. Some of the classmates always complimented on my dress or my outfits, and they were like, hey, I really love your earrings. And I happen to have the same pair of earrings that I brought from Korea. So next time I'm like, hey, you can have the same earrings, and like, you know, they'll be super happy.
I also have a pile of little trinkets. So my choice of trinkets is socks.
Socks?
Yeah,
Korean socks.
Korean
They're
socks.
so
cute.
So cute and very good quality.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
they're not
know.
that expensive.
They're not
So
that
I ordered
expensive.
a bunch, and then whenever there's like a thing, I was just like, you know, and it's
Here you go.
Yeah, it's a small gift, and it's and the other one that I noticed that people like, facial mask.
Ooh, Korean facial masks are the best too.
Yeah.
So yeah, bring a bunch of different stuff. Your friends will find them interesting and really nice.
They'll really love it.
Uh-huh.
Tip number 6.
That is, go outside. Go to events.
So important.
So important. Go outside. Hey, I'm telling you. After watching this video, even see what's going on. And I know if you're a student and if you're studying abroad, there are little events that you can. Yeah, there are actually a lot. So look for what's going on, and even if it's not something you're specifically interested in, just see it as an opportunity to meet people and learn something new. So just go to events and see what's there.
Tip number 7.
Offer help, which means just be a nice person again. So for example, if someone is like, hey, I'm moving soon, and they say, oh, if you need help with packing, I can come help you. You know, just be friendly and nice. You can offer to teach them how to cook Korean food, or you know, how to write Korean alphabets, and also ask for advice. So be the person that wants help and ask for advice. So you can
That's
be like,
a great advice.
yeah. So if I want to be like better friends with Belle, I'll be like, hey, I really need help with networking with people. I think you network with people really well. So can you teach me how to do that well? Or hey, can we grab coffee, and will you tell me like some of your tips and
drinks or coffee?
Yeah, hey, I'll buy you beer. You know, like that simple thing, and that person will be like, wow, Yeah,
Yeah.
I can teach you that. You know what I mean?
And a
So
lot of people are more than happy to talk about their own experiences and help
Yeah.
out more than
Yeah.
you think.
right, I think people are nicer usually than you expect. So if I ask for help, you will help, right?
Of course.
Yeah, so ask for help and also offer help.
Tip number 8.
Invite people and also accept invitations. I think at least in America, I've noticed people invite you to really random hangouts and events.
Do you also do that to your friends?
I would. I would if I could. I'm always so busy, but I don't really initiate hangouts. But I would always go if someone invites me.
I used to do that in Korea a
Yeah?
lot, and
Yeah.
a lot of Koreans would get weirded out. They're like, oh, but I don't know that many people. It feels really weird going and hanging out with them, that people that I don't know. And in American culture, I think it's very normal that you get invited to these events, and it's an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
You get to meet new people, make new friends, and they are very glad to take the opportunity. They'll be very, they're willing to participate, and so should you.
Right.
Tip number 9.
That is to be honest and to be okay about your mistakes or about the knowledge you have at that point. So that means if you're not really fluent in the language you're trying to learn, I think that's completely okay. And I always used to say, hey, I might say something really random or weird or unnatural because I'm not fluent in English. And I think that's completely fine. Instead of being afraid that you might make a mistake, just be open. And also, if you don't know the culture well, just be open and ask them questions. Hey, why do you guys do that? I think people always find it really interesting to see how culture is different in another country.
And I also think it's very endearing when someone is more honest about the things that they don't know.
Right,
So,
yeah.
for instance, what's the difference between that word and that word? Why did you use it differently?
Yeah, that's a really good question.
Yeah, then most people would think about it and explain it to you. And when you're like totally open about it, then it's almost like, oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
But if
yeah.
you're like all very like uptight and I don't want to show people that I am not really good in English, then it just like pushes people away.
Right. Just be humble. Hey, I know this much only and you know so much. Why don't you teach me?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm willing to learn.
Yeah.
Last but not least,
Tip 10. I think that is to use online apps. If you find it hard to make friends in person because you're busy or you're not that extroverted or you can't afford to like go abroad, I think you can always take advantage of the internet. One thing, like Cambly is a really good example. The Cambly tutors are always so nice, they're patient, they will listen to you, they'll try to teach you.
sometimes the people that you meet in real life, they might not have the patience to listen to you and try to understand. But if you are using these services, then they are getting
Paid.
paid to help you out.
Right,
So
yeah.
take the opportunity. And what I tell students is try to become real friends with tutors. That involves a lot of like you taking the initiative, like you wanting to know the tutor and become, a real friend, even if it's like online.
Yeah,
So,
and actually, even though it's online, if people build good enough friendship, they actually meet in person too. And so I've like even on Cambly, like tutors and students, they sometimes like meet in person.
you saw the photo, right?
Yeah, we saw like a bunch of pictures, and I mean, you live in the 21st century, so why not? Why not look at the internet and make friends too?
Yep.
So you can either go on Cambly and make friends on Cambly, or you can practice your English or your whatever questions you want to ask to your future friends. You can kind of like practice that with Cambly tutors. And I know there are like a ton of other apps and like Pinpal websites. So yeah, try to like use them as an opportunity to make friends as well.
Right. So that's the 10 tips from Aran.
Yay!
The most important thing is you know all the tips. You do. It's just a matter of practice. Like you really have to go out there and really do it if you really want to make those friends. They're not gonna come to you. You have to go out there and, you know, like give it a shot, take the initiative.
So a lot of people say, oh, I'm shy, so I can't make friends. You're shy? You're shy? Go talk to them anyways. I think that's the key. So be brave. So you always want people to approach you first. So to be that friend, and yeah, you'll make friends. And as long as you just, you know, stay as a good person that you are, you'll make good friends, and it'll be a lot of fun.
Just be a very charming and nice person.
Yeah.
Like Aran.
I like them. Stop. They'll be like,
Oh my
I'm over
god.
this. But yeah, thank you for watching. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for coming.
Yeah.
And that's it for today. And we will have another video on Aran's channel.
Yeah,
so
and we'll
go
talk
check that out.
And we'll talk about how to get a job and build careers abroad. So if you're interested in getting a job abroad, make sure you come over to my channel and watch the video that I made with Val.
Yay.
So,
Alright, that's it for today. I'll see you next time. Bye.